So glad you could join us from the farm. Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Stanford Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's trying to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Miami's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, they're after him. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. And coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
I think for years, in talking Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp. Just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game, they've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys, a Hall of Famer you get to work with, you get to develop. So it's almost plug and play every year, man. Now you're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's 4. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach is block.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Mensah under fire, and they got him.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Canes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to pass. It's Warren. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you.
He's loose down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Cardinal. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Throwing, Mensah. He's going to take off. Glides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the draw, it's Fletcher. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation?
Touchdown, Miami! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pocket breaking down. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Blackburn. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Ford. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Wants to throw. It's Warren. Got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job.
Oh, what a move to get room. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside. It's Irvin. Powers through. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position.
Finding some room. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. The sure hands, it's Lofton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Looking for the edge. It's Ford. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
You want to make...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
To the air, it's Warren. Got his man. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Jaw. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Stanford, fresh off that big play through the air, is back to work. Gets the back moving. He breaks a tackle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gets away from one. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. The ball is out behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Warren. Unloads to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at UMass taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, but if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Warren. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blackburn. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. Tosses it incomplete. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Mensah. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick release by the QB. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Gives it on the option. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
Here we go, ready. 1, 18, red, go, go. Go, go. Ready, go.
They'll go to the counter play. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Warren. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact. Neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. They'll run the screen. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Canes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Plucks it out of the air. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the returner goes down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Might have a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback keep. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. And the Hurricanes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Great job by the back on the option.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part,
snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Miami. Quick strike through the air for the score. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Pulls it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this. And they just
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, defenses are always trying to turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smug